How's it going, everybody? Today was Valentine's Day, and felt like it was kind of a mixed bag,
Yeah.
didn't it? To you,
Oh.
you've got some happy people,
Mhm.
and then you've got a lot of unhappy people.
Mhm.
And tonight we did our first paid gig,
Mhm.
doing a duo
Yeah.
on stage, a comedic duo,
Mhm.
and you know that was hard.
It was really hard.
It was a lot harder than I thought because
Mhm.
when you get up and you do comedy, um, if it's just you don't really have to worry about anybody else. You don't have to wait for somebody. You don't have to wait for a cue. It's difficult as fuck, and you have to keep that flow going and that quickness,
Yeah.
that kinetic energy.
Mhm.
Um, Otherwise, it just doesn't hit. It's
Right.
not as funny. But
Yeah.
we try to do something different because like we've seen a lot of couples do duos, and it's basically like a nagging wife and a dismissive husband.
Mhm.
And we were like, how do you have a healthy couple um, be funny? And
Right.
we found that was that was really hard to
It
do.
was really hard. Yeah.
Because when you're healthy and you're not in a toxic relationship,
Mhm.
I guess it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
so what do you think uh, could be funnier about that? I mean, I guess we could roast people in toxic relationships, but then that's
Mhm.
kind of like a preachy sermon thing, and I
Yeah.
don't like that, like some gemstone shit or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really like that idea either, but
Mm-mm.
I do want to try and explore that concept of, how can a couple be funny without
Mhm.
being belittling
Yeah. Exactly.
to one another? I don't know. Do you have
Yeah.
any ideas on that?
Oh. I don't know. It was really tough to even come up with a concept for this because I mean, during the research, we even had trouble finding like healthy couples to look up to in the comedy world. And
Yeah, is
it's
that like a problem in the comedy world? You think
I think it is
like
honestly.
it attracts a lot of like, I don't know, I don't know what I was gonna say, like unhealthy people,
Mhm.
or is that just what takes off and gets popular?
Yeah.
You know, like I know there's kind of a split between the real raunchy, wild, anything goes comedy
Mhm.
and like the dry bar comedy.
Yeah.
And but we're not like dry comics,
Mm-mm.
but we're also not like uh so dark,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
Like I've heard some of these comedians on late night stuff like Kill Tony, where
Mhm.
this they get these kind of amateur people up there for their shot in the limelight, and some of them I don't know are totally mentally there all the way.
Oh yeah. I think
Mental problem
on
people, yeah.
yeah, I think on Kill Tony, I feel like they take advantage of them in a way.
I do too. Like there's this one woman up there, um, and I don't know why she talked about this on stage. That's what made me think there was maybe something mentally wrong with her. But
Mhm.
she started talking about how she lost a baby,
Mhm.
and then what is his name? Red Band like did a toilet flushing sound, and
Oh,
like the whole audience laughed, and everybody laughed, and
that's
I,
awful.
right. So like, is that comedy at that point? Is that funny?
No, I think it's just like follow the leader type of thing.
Like it's like some form of bullying.
Yeah,
You know,
it definitely is for
and
sure.
and what's interesting is like I think a lot of those comics were bullied when they were kids. I
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
don't think Red Band or Hinchcliffe were winning any fucking football trophies or popularity contests back in the day.
Mhm.
So it's almost like a dark version of Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And it's why it doesn't. So it's like, where's the fucking middle ground with all of that shit?
Yeah, exactly.
How can you not be, like a dry comic, and also how can you not have to pander to the demonic bullshit, for lack of a better term?
Right.
I'm not a religious person per se, but
Mhm.
I don't know what else to call laughing at stillborn babies being flushed down a toilet or whatever. I don't know.
That's it's demonic.
Yeah, I don't know what else to call it.
I don't either. I'm not religious either.
It's just very negative.
Right. Yeah. It is very negative. It's evil.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that got me thinking, like, I hate roasting people that don't deserve it.
Yeah, I'm same.
So, but then when you roast people like that, like those comics that roast people, they have like a sadomasochistic sort of thing about it where they enjoy that.
Yeah.
And that's like, I kind of don't want to play at that either.
Yeah.
I don't want to try, and I don't want to impress them.
Right.
With that side quest in the Dark Brotherhood is kind of what it feels like.
Right.
But hey, you get the coolest horse and the best contract deals and Netflix deals and all this shit if you're chaotic, mean, outrageous, shock value, outrage sort of shtick that people do that actually, I think, lowers everybody instead of raises anybody up.
Oh yeah, I agree for sure.
I think that's a problem with really art in general.
Yeah.
Even music kind of degrades people, outrages people, says shocking things to such a point that everybody's desensitized, and then you get like the Beanie Eyelashes and the Lana Del Rey's, right?
Yeah.
You get all this like sad, despondent, hopeless, detached sort of looks in people's faces and even in their songs.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I used to be a fan of both of them actually, and but after like I stopped listening to them or whatever, one of their songs would come on shuffle, and I'd really listen to the lyrics, and I'm like, man, this is just depressing and awful. Like, why did I listen to this for so long? Like, it just made me feel the same way, and I felt like I was like getting sucked into like a void of depression and nothingness.
Yeah. I wonder why people are like that now. Is it there was a large rebellion against good-natured things I noticed in the late 80s and 90s. People kind of saw like the Leave It to Beaver, Little House on the Prairie, sort of Andy Griffith stuff as annoying, as a lie,
right.
as too cloying, too sweet. And people just kind of rebelled hard against it into darkness because I think they feel like the darkness is honest.
Yeah, I do too.
And it's not lying to them.
Yeah. Right. I didn't know that. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, no, I think people find comfort in the darkness almost because Mm. Like it's like if they don't have anybody, at least they have themselves, and they don't want anybody else, you know. But they have the music there for them, if that means anything.
No, what do you mean by that?
Like, I mean, I know, like for me personally, like I was in a dark spot for a long time, and I didn't reach out to people. I didn't want people reaching out to me, but I found comfort in my solitude, because I was like, well, I mean, I can't have anybody disappointing me if I'm by myself. If I'm not reaching out to anybody, if they're not reaching out to me. So I can just do whatever the fuck I want to and be alone. Yeah, and then with that music, like they weren't there physically, but in a way that it helped comfort them because they could relate to it.
Like disappoint yourself before anybody else can.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and that kind of dovetails into self-harm of,
yeah, it does.
You know, I think that's what the source of a lot of people that, you know, cut themselves and things like that is, because, you know, they're the one doing it. And even still yet, you know, I know people have done that in the past, so they can feel something. They've told me that when they cut on themselves and they watch themselves bleed, it's like they're feeling like the bad stuff is leaving them.
Yeah, I've had people tell me the same.
And they kind of feel this rush when they're, you know, mutilating themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I've had people, like, I know it's terrible to say, but I know multiple people who have self-harmed, and it's sad. But like I've been like wow, like what can I do? Like, why did you do it? And like they would tell me
it's a form of control.
Yeah. And they just said, I've been numb for so long, if the only thing I can feel is pain, then it's worth it.
Yeah. I think that's where a lot of people are at. Like we've seen this pattern propagating over the past 40 years.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, if we can track it, then surely we can change course, right? There's got to be a way to correlate the information from the past and predict what's going to be happening in the future.
Right.
So what do you think with this like current trend that we're on? What do you think is going to be next around the corner?
Like in terms of mental being and music?
Yeah, like, you know, already like this Valentine's Day, there seems to be like the word incel is overused. It's not incel. It's involuntary, can't get in a relationship or can't maintain one.
Yeah.
Like there's people out there getting laid, but it's not resulting in any type of future.
No.
I remember I was at a festival, and I told you the story. I was this is when I was single. There was this woman there, and she kept flirting with me, but she came there with another man.
Oh yeah.
And she was getting upset at me because I didn't want to go sleep with her because I had like some standards.
Yeah.
And it made her feel, you know, very upset. And then I had this conversation with her. I said, you know, where do you see yourself in 10 years? What do you see yourself doing at 70 without kids or a husband, or, you know, like what's your plan here?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know. I don't like to think about that. And I was like, okay, so you're here with this other guy and you're over here talking to me. Like, why are you talking to me?
Right.
Like, are you like collecting Pokemon dicks? Like, what's going on exactly here? You got to a
Like
dick
a
of decks
dick's like-
in your fucking trapper keeper over here in your car? Like what's your goal?
Right, yeah.
And, her answer was she doesn't have a goal. She's just running away from how she's feeling. And I said, so why do you pick fuckboys that like kind of disrespect you? And,
right.
She's like, because I know they don't care about me and I know they can't hurt me because I don't ever let myself get fooled into thinking that they ever care about me because it's clear. But with like a nice guy or, somebody like you that I'm talking to, I feel like everything you're saying to me, you're lying just to have sex with me or something. I said, well, here's the thing. I don't want to have sex with you at all because I don't think you're a very mature person.
Right, yeah.
And I don't think you know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
So
how old was she? Do you know?
I mean, she was in her 20s, late 20s.
Oh, late. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. So
this is awful. No goal.
No.
Oh gosh, that breaks my heart. Honestly, it's really sad.
Well, yeah. Then I told her, you have a very nice night. I'm gonna leave, and you go with the fuck boy over there, and good luck. And I walked off, and she started following me and talking to me, and I was like, "What? Is there something else I can do for you?" She's like, "I just saw we were walking in the same direction." I was like, "I'm just walking." I was like, "Okay." We had a few brief over words, and I was just like, "Well, I'm gonna go here and dance, and not see you anymore. You have a great night." And I don't think she knew really what to do with that because, I mean, I was disgusted. I was like, so you have this dude's coming your pussy still, and you want to ride my dick, and you're mad at me that I'm not cool with that, and that I'm insecure, or I had a problem, or that
That's just
whatever. Until I turned it around on her and asked her where she's going to be in 10 years. Because I'm like, I mean, this is my body. Like I don't have to be shamed into sleeping with somebody just because you feel like you're a little promiscuous.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And
no, it goes my body, my choice goes for both.
And I don't know who that guy is. He could be dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
He looked dirty.
He could probably have AIDS or something.
Well, he looked homeless.
He probably did have some fucking disease.
Or he lived out of his van or something. And I'm just like, hey, that's super cool, but I just thought that was a very strange interaction and a great indicator of how I don't think anybody's thinking about how they're going to be in a relationship. I don't think they care. I think it's everybody out for themselves. Nobody really gives a fuck about the other person. It's rampant narcissism.
It is.
And that's what that woman was at that festival. She was just a through and through narcissist in pretty hippie colors with crystals all over. But she was just as bad as some evangelical in a church, speaking in tongues.
Oh
yeah. She was just speaking a bunch of fucking gibberish that didn't really mean anything even to her. So I think what's next is, we're in like a despondent sort of despair that is going to crack into insane desperation. I think that on the female side, that's what like Karens are.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, actually. That's what I thought of, like these these people that are in their 20s, like they'll go around and sleep around with all these different dudes and hope and pray that one of these dudes will care about them and show them love and affection.
Right.
But they don't. All they want is a notch on their belt, and then they get hurt and they're like, well, fuck, like, what do I do? And so then they're like, well, I guess if they sleep I sleep with them and they care about me just enough to sleep with me, that's enough.
Right.
And they just go, they have that mindset for so long until they're in their 30s and they have kids with 4 different baby daddies. And they're like, I actually want somebody that loves me and will care for me and know the real me or whatever. But at their age and with 4 kids from 4 different baby daddies, nobody wants them, and it's just,
I mean,
it's heartbreaking.
Why would somebody want that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they'd have to. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I think being a mother is a beautiful thing, but I mean, if you're a new man trying to going to take care of and pay for 4 random kids, it's just, it's not worth it. It's gonna break both people and the kids in the process. Because I mean, those kids are gonna be like, "Is this my dad?" Ooh, I forgot to get that lamp.
Is that better?
Maybe one more. Yeah. Oh.
There.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Okay.
Lighting.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to get that lamp, and I just moved that stuff.
It's all right.
But yeah, that's basically all I have to say.
Okay, that lighting's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a serious problem. Like, so, yeah, through all of these like social political movements, always at the core of them have revenge.
Yeah.
So, like with feminism, it's coming like what, 3 waves, 4 waves at this point. I'm not really sure.
It's probably gone farther back.
Right. But it's turned into a vengeance thing, and through that vengeance, there's this underlying unspoken thing.
Yeah.
Which is, now I get to do whatever I want with no consequences. And if you make me feel responsible for my actions, well, you're a Nazi.
Yep. I agree.
That's what's been going on. So, because
for sure,
I've had direct interactions with women like that, and I've been friends with women that have a lot of kids by other men, and it's just something I it's weird to take care of someone else's kids, and then you're not really sure how much authority you're supposed to have, and then
9 times out of 10, probably those kids' baby daddies live in the same town as you because she couldn't afford to move anywhere else.
Right.
So she's in the same small town that you live in now.
Right. And so it turns into a thing where you have to constantly interact with the past men.
Yeah.
And
it's just an awkward situation for all parties.
Yeah.
Even the kids.
Because
they're like, well, then who the fuck do I call dad,
And so I've been, I've had women try and shame me into entering relationships with them. And what I hear a lot is, a real man would be the father to my kids, even though they're not his. And that is one I've heard time and time again.
That's insane.
And then I'm thinking, like, that's hella gaslighting. Like, that's quite a somersault you've done there of mental gymnastics, where I'm the one being guilted into taking care of your decisions.
Exactly.
And that's rough for those women. Because in some of those situations with those women, those men were really bad, and they had to get away. My question has always been this, and this is what always gets me shit. But my question was always like, why did you pick that guy? And it's usually he forced me, or if I didn't, then this would happen. And I'm like, okay.
I mean, I've even heard some women use the excuse, well, he couldn't afford a plan B.
Yeah. But in these extreme cases of like the violence and things like that, something that is a very sensitive topic for people happens, where how do I put this cleanly? I guess there's not a clean way to put it. There is something about women that are attracted to men that display a dark triad of psychological traits.
Yeah.
Which is basically psychopathic, murderous vampire men.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard multiple women be like, "Oh my God, I wish Ted Bundy was still alive so he could fuck me." And I'm like,
yeah.
Huh?
Right. So that's a
it's just wild to me.
That's a massive problem.
It is. I agree.
Yes. And
and even
how do you go about addressing something like that? Like women are attracted to men that rape them.
Yeah, and even the ghost face guy.
The ghost face guy, yeah, the Scream character.
Yep.
Well, and then you've also got the 50 Shades, and then you've got the Anne Rice novels, Lestat the Vampire, and then you've got Twilight.
Colleen Hoover?
No.
That's a example too. She's an author.
And then you've also got, The Handmaid's Tale. That was written by a woman.
Yeah, I forgot.
So that's
just wild.
So all of these stories of dangerous, murderous, raping men are all those fantasies are propagated by women. When you look at men that write romantic novels, it's like Shakespeare.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
It's like
Nicholas Sparks,
The Fault in Our Stars type. Yeah, that's male romance. Female romance seems to be something very dark that we can't talk about.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is.
Yeah. I think I think at the root of it is daddy issues, and that's why they don't want to address it. Because they're like, oh, I'm traumatized because of this and this, but at the same time, I liked it, and I want it to Okay, let me back up. They find comfort in it because that's how they were raised. I think it's like I was yelled and beaten, but I'm familiar with it, and this guy gives me attention and is attractive, but he beats and yells me like my dad, but it's okay because I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah. Well, in the BDSM community, they have a very big concept called aftercare, where after the abuse scene comes to a close, both parties are able to cry, express themselves, and they hold each other as they just relived the trauma. But then they do it again the next night, or they plan a new scene of humiliation or degradation of some kind. And what the BDSM community claims is that this is a healthy outlet for their traumas. but I'm not so convinced. I feel like it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah,
I think it's just.
I think what it is.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It's awful.
I've thought a lot about it. I think what it is it's a fantasy of their abuser feeling bad. I think that's why the aftercare is so important.
Oh, so it's like what if he would have cared
What if he would have cared after?
And I see.
And
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think that's the whole enchilada of what it is. I think it's an attempt to maybe rewrite that.
Yeah.
But I'm not so sure it does if it becomes your identity.
Right. Exactly. I agree.
Because what you're kicking them into that state.
Mm-hmm.
And they even have terminology like green light, yellow light, and red light. Mm-hmm. Where, the yellow light is like, ooh, that's a little rough, slow down or whatever. So mm-hmm. I think it's like them trying to take control over it in a way, but it's just too. I don't know. I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
But there's millions of people in the BDSM community that have argued with me tooth and nail about it, that they feel fine, that it's healthy.
I mean, if they feel that it's helping and that it's healthy, then do it. But I mean, from my perspective, that doesn't seem healthy and like it would work.
Yeah, it's not something that I am interested in repeating.
Yeah.
Or enjoying or anything of that matter, really, because it's like, if you're acting mm-hmm. and you do a really, really intense scene, sometimes you get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really do get mad, or you really do think about some dark stuff, like what happened with Heath Ledger.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Like, he went so far into that role,
mm-hmm.
he disappeared into it, and it killed him.
Yeah, and Evan Peters, that played Jeffrey Dahmer in that Dahmer series in Netflix, like after he did that show, I read an article that said it fucked him up so bad that he had to take like a sabbatical from acting and go to extensive therapy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a price.
But method acting, is that what it's called?
That's method acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what BDSM is.
Yeah, essentially.
It's method acting.
Yeah,
well, it's not even acting. They're.
I mean, it is method acting.
It's not, like when you're in a movie, you're not really killing people or hurting people or raping anybody. You're not even really having sex with anybody. But in the kink setting, you're really doing these things. You're really tying people up. You're really spitting and shitting on their face. Yeah. You're really ripping their asshole open. You're really doing these things. So I don't know if that is acting. I think that's just method.
Yeah.
Not method acting. It's the method by which you're, Yeah. And I know it's all consensual, but then you get into the consensual, non-consensual. Do you know what that is?
I've heard of it.
That's basically rape. I mean, it is. Well, it's like they act like they're not consenting.
Yeah.
But they've told you before, or in writing or whatever, that they're cool with it. And that the safety word is banana, but if nobody says banana, then Yeah, I
have heard of that.
And then they set the scene where they say, okay, you can slap me here, but not there. And you can spit on this, but not that. So it's like a giant checklist, like a contract almost.
Yeah, I have
like the 50 Shades of Grey thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like a really...
I mean, there's an example of that even in The Office.
Yeah.
Between Dwight and Angela.
Really? Oh, their sex contract.
Yeah, their sex contract for a baby, but she's like, you can't touch me there. You can't do that. And then he's like, well, you have to do this beet juice cleanse, blah, blah, blah. Like that's crazy. I never even thought of that. Like, there's an example of that in the fucking Office.
Yeah. Well,
and that's my favorite show.
Well, The Office really went into a lot of directions. Yeah. I mean, there's only so much you can write about until you have to start writing about the entire world.
Yeah.
That's what happened with The Simpsons. It was on so long they ended up predicting real
Yeah.
things that happened
Right.
just
yeah.
because they had so many episodes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe America will figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. We saw all that shit that Nick Fuentes was saying.
Oh.
I don't know. Like this Valentine's Day, breeding gulags. Like what the fuck? What the fuck?
What the fuck, Nick?
We're at that we're at that point where people are losing their minds. They're really
Yeah.
they're being serious about all this sort of parody shit, like The Handmaid's Tale.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, yeah, that seems like a great idea. Uh, right around now, because I think there's so many bitter, lonely, fucked up people out there.
Yeah.
That they're diving hard into resentment.
I agree.
Because in the past, what the governments of the past would do is they would just have a big war and they would kill off all of those dudes that are creating these problems.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't agree with that either.
No.
I think, there needs to be a real, I don't know, how do we address something like that? How do you address the current state of things where there are a large swath of women choosing monsters,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have a bunch of dudes watching it,
Mm-hmm.
and they're disenfranchised and they're not able to get laid, I guess, because they're not mean enough, violent enough. Now they're getting that way,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like not in the way that women fantasize about.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in a genuine way.
Yeah, it's in a, oh, I'm gonna rape you and kill your whole family kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And then they want the, oh, well, I don't know. I don't even know what. Like, they want like a certain type of meme.
I think they
But,
want.
like, whenever the men are like,
I think what it is they want a retarded aggression.
yes.
And then when it comes from like an intelligent aggression that's not like gangbanger rap music, it becomes scary because there's a design to it.
Yeah.
With the other aggressive vampiric men,
Mm-hmm.
there is no design or order or future plans.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I want to suck your blood. I want to extract from you. I want to use and abuse,
Yeah.
and then throw you away.
Yeah.
The I guess what you would call it, the intelligent incel army that spends all day reading on the internet and making plans and talking to each other on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Their plan is not use and abuse. It's like, we're going to create breeding gulags, and we're going to create a system around this.
Yeah.
And that is scarier, I guess, because it's almost like one's a crime of passion if he, kills you or hurts you, and the other one is a cold, calculated one where the woman's beauty doesn't have control. But with the gangbanger dude, her beauty controls him, and she kind of, I guess, feels like he has the monster on a leash with her tits a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
But with the cold, calculated incel army, they don't give a shit about that. They have greater designs, which are scarier, because it has a longevity
Right.
in a type of regime, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
An order that is more in escape is an order that's less escape than the dumbass thug
Yeah.
type.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, no, that makes complete sense. I mean, I think that's completely accurate. Honestly. I mean, I don't have anything to add to that. I think you hit it spot on.
It's kind of like an angry warlord
Mm-hmm.
next to Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because that's what Genghis Khan did.
Right.
Like he had breeding gulags. You know,
Yeah.
he was not a nice guy, and he was
Mm-mm.
not a stupid guy.
Mm-mm. Nope.
I mean, neither really all of those people. Like you know, you had Alexander the Great, you had um, who else? You had trying to think of like the real brutal ones. Um, Napoleon.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, who else? There's a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if Hitler and Stalin and Mao count because they never expanded outside of their countries permanently.
Right. Yeah.
I guess I don't know if Xerxes, the Persian army, did a lot of that stuff. I don't know. I have to brush up, but like, yeah, Genghis Khan is the one that really comes to mind.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I kind of consider Donald Trump.
What do you think that he's like has like a vision of greatness for his people?
Okay. Oh God! Wow.
Like, what kind of future do you think Trump offers people that
The
people
future that
want?
Trump offers people that hit that the
That's attractive.
yeah, that the MAGA people want, that they are attracted to, I think is the more traditional Christian family values.
So, like a Christian caliphate, you think is the goal?
Yeah, like I think
Like how the Muslims over in the Middle East have a caliphate where they don't have any other opinions that are allowed. They'll just cut your fucking head off. You think that's the
yeah.
goal for America?
I mean, at
in
this point,
Trump's America?
I think at this point, I do, because I mean, I mean, he has the ICE agents out killing innocent white people when they're supposed to be getting illegal, bad immigrants off the street, whereas they're getting innocent legal immigrants that are paying taxes.
Yeah, or not even immigrants, like people that were born here.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Yeah. Like it's just at this point racial profiling, and they're under Trump's. And I mean, I just do not see a good future for this country with him in office. And at this point, I can kind of compare him to one of those leaders like Genghis Khan.
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as comparing him to Genghis Khan, but I think I mean, like the smart, evil people always win. The smart, evil people always win.
what do you think the ultimate goal of the Liberal Party is? If that's the goal of the Conservative Party now, is a Christian caliphate,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think the liberal goal is for ultimate victory?
I mean, I think it's just as bad.
What does that look like, though?
I think it would be different. I don't think it would be a traditional Christian thing at all. I think it would be a non-religious, free-for-all, but you can't have babies kind of country. Because I think that, like, liberals, I mean, I tend to think liberal people are more part of the LGBTQ community. And I mean, we've talked about this with the the LGBTQ community calling straight women breeders and telling them not to, and like encouraging women not to have babies and discouraging them of being mothers. And I mean, that's one of the reasons that I have been scared to admit that I wanted to be a mother, is because I mean, I've been surrounded by those people my entire life, and they're like, if you have a baby, you're just adding to the bad of the world. And I'm like, what? Like,
So
it doesn't make any sense.
So the liberal victory,
I think a liberal victory would also be a version of The Handmaid's Tale, but in the opposite way.
Like for men, like you'd have a bunch of castrated men and babies not allowed or something.
Yeah, like I think you'd have castrated men, and then women would like all women would have their tubes tied or something.
Yeah.
But if they, because I mean, I've heard also that there is a way for women to have babies with their stem cell. So I mean, if they wanted the option, I think that would be the future, is they could have the option to either do the stem cell to have a baby or have their tubes tied.
So it might turn into like some Scorn H.R. Giger stuff.
Yeah.
Like they might start growing people out of walls, you know, out of like some organic biopunk wall where there's no mothers anymore, but you need people. So they got to find like a scientific way to get around motherhood. So it would be, so the liberal victory would be the abolishment of mothers.
Yeah.
And the destruction of men in favor of a progressive transgendered species, or that is relying on science for reproduction.
Yeah. That's exactly what I think it would be.
So like what would stop people from keeping this form?
Like keeping the transgender?
No, like say if,
this form.
Like this form.
Oh, like, what would keep people from being this form?
Yeah, like if you can just grow people out of walls and you don't have mothers and fathers anymore, like why should I stop at 5 fingers on each hand?
I mean, I think
why don't I get a third eye? Why don't I have wings? Why don't I be a lizard person? Why don't I, dissolve my humanity into something? Because
I mean, I think it'll end up, I mean, I think it might very well could end up being a sort of transcendent sort of thing.
So that would be the ultimate liberal victory. And then the ultimate conservative victory would be the Christian caliphate.
Yeah.
So do you think there's one that's worse?
No, I think they're both equally bad.
Yeah, because the caliphate would then cause feminism to come back. And the whatever kind of biopunk future, transgendered future would cause life to end and humanity to end. Because I guess it is a war on people.
It is.
It's like an abandonment of.
It's a war on evolution.
Yeah, one wants to move forward where we're not even people, and the other one doesn't want us to move at all.
Exactly.
So there's got to be a middle.
Yeah, or it is going to be a war on evolution. Wow, it's going to be a war on
evolution. I think that's what we're in.
Yeah, I do too.
I think we're in the middle of a war of, because we can consciously evolve. That's what World War II was about. That's even what the Civil War was about.
Yeah.
Was about this idea, and by the way, the idea of slavery, guess where that comes from? Liberal science. Charles Darwin. Because Christians believe that we're all one blood, one race. They don't think that black people are lesser.
What?
Yeah, Christians believe that everybody came from Adam and Eve. But scientists say that we evolved in different places. So racism came from science.
Interesting.
Yeah. If Charles Darwin would have never wrote that book, The Origin of Species, then it wouldn't have given people the idea that different races of people are different because they only had a Christian framework to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So people looked at, the black people and they thought they were closer to monkeys because of Darwin.
Wow.
But modern day liberal people think it was a Christian idea, but it was actually a liberal idea. Slavery. Well, not slavery itself. That's a very old idea.
Right.
But the American brand of slavery was rooted in science. You even have this really famous scene of Leonardo DiCaprio in Django Unchained talking about how the black skull is formed differently to where it doesn't have a bigger brain or something, or he was doing phrenology of the bumps on the skull.
Mm-hmm.
That's science.
I never finished watching that movie. I couldn't handle.
Well, it's Django Unchained is a very violent.
My dad said that was one of his favorite movies, and then I
started
watching it, and I was like,
it's a specific trope of a movie called the anti-hero. Where it's a hero, but he doesn't have good morals like Superman and Batman, where he doesn't kill, he kills. So it's like Wrath.
Yeah.
So it's like a Wrath porno. That same with the Taken movies. Like, you have my family, I have a particular set of skills, and I will find you and I will kill you. Because they took his fucking kids, they took his family, and so that's like people enjoy, they're addicted to justified wrath, which is what's going on politically right now.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
They feel totally justified in their wrath, and by any means necessary, and the ends justify the means.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the two roads that we see before us.
Mm-hmm.
Is you got the conservative end game of a Christian caliphate, and then the liberal end game is reduce humanity to a science experiment.
Mm-hmm. Like this kind of transcendence.
Yeah, like the people being grown out of walls and shit like that.
Yep.
And you wake up, you're not even a baby anymore. You're birthed as an adult, and then you have to go right to work.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that sounds awful.
Right.
So, what does a middle ground look like? What's a third road? What's the road in the middle? What's the harder road to travel in between those two fucking awful political end games that sound like hell either way?
Peace, love, and rainbows.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking wish. I mean, that's a really hard question, honestly. I mean, I honestly think the path of the purple people.
What's their end game? What's the purple political end game?
The purple political end game, I feel like, would be oh, wow.
So that's
a tough one.
Let's take the Christian caliphate and the H.R. Giger world and blend them together. What does that look like? So what is let's think about it like this. What is the attraction of the Christian caliphate on the conservative side? Why would people want that? Why would MAGA people want that? Because
that's probably the traditions and morals that they were raised on, like raised in church, and then they were mommy and stuck on mommy's titty, and didn't want to hurt her heart or hurt her feelings,
Maybe that's part of it, but a lot of these liberal people were raised by those Christian families and rebelled.
Yeah, I mean, I was raised as a Christian.
Right. So what keeps people in it if it's not that? I think it's something deeper. I think it is an attraction to order.
Yeah, I think it's an attraction to order. Like, they need to be told what to do and how to live. Well, they need rules of how to live, and the Bible does that for them.
I think they need everybody else to agree with them so they can have a central place to work from.
Yeah.
and that they're together on a common project.
Yeah.
Instead of split.
Mm-hmm.
I think they want to consolidate power
Mm-hmm.
so that something can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because as it is, nothing is happening because there's not enough people to organize in one spot.
Right.
So I think what they want is effectiveness,
Mm-hmm.
and order at any cost.
Yeah.
Because they're sick of the chaos.
Right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I think that's the deeper reason why they stick.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, some people might stick to it because that's what their parents did. But as you grow up and you question things yourself, I've seen a lot of people fall out of church, but now millions of them are going back into the church.
Right.
Of their own volition.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them, actually quite a few of my friends, started out as non-believers and now are.
Right.
Because they crave an order.
Mm-hmm.
Where they haven't found one in.
Yep.
So freedom.
It's kind of like a stimulant or like a drug almost. Like they need a what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, you know who else said that? A very famous person said the same thing. What you just said.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
It was Mao. He said religion is the opiate of the masses.
Wow.
And then he killed 60 million
outlet.
people.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I think that people need an outlet, and if they don't want to do drugs or alcohol, they are like, well, if there is a guy up there and he can help me, then he'll help me. Mm-hmm. And they have one small coincidence happen to them, and they're like, oh, I'm a Christian now.
Yeah.
And then that's how they fall back in, or they fall into it, honestly. And that's why I say it's like a drug, because like that feeling of the Holy Spirit in you could, I don't know how it feels, but maybe it could feel like the way weed or LSD make us feel or something. But I really do think that it's like a drug.
It's yeah, a lot of people in the past have said that exact same thing.
Wow.
Yeah, the leader of the Chinese Communist Party said that. He said religion is the opiate of the masses.
Am I communist now?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying that line of thinking led to the murder of 60 million people. Because he killed all the religious people because he was tired of them having their opiate religion.
I'm not going to kill any religious people.
Well, I'm just saying it's interesting. It's interesting you said that.
Yeah.
Because that is a thought people have had before.
Wow.
And the conclusion of that thought is we need to murder them.
I mean, no, I don't think they need to be murdered. I mean, I think you need to let them do what they have to or want to live and have an outlet, like I said. And I mean, if that's what they want and that's how they get through life, then I respect it. I'm not gonna judge them. I mean, I might judge them for it.
Well, everybody,
but I'm not gonna like be mean to them or disrespect them for their beliefs.
Yeah, everybody judges everybody, and that's totally fine. I don't think human beings can help it,
right? Because
we're like, well, that's not what I'm doing. I hope that works out for you, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not so convinced that's all it is. I think that's a part of it, because I hear a lot of my friends, going through difficult things, and then they'll say, "I'm just going to put it in God's hands."
Oh yeah, I've heard.
And then they proceed to do absolutely nothing to fix it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then their lives get worse and worse, and then they say the devil must hate me, and God is going to take his finger and smudge me out of existence. And I'm like, that is an awful, awful, awful worldview. And I know that's basically a worldview that comes out of evangelical churches, and that's not the word of the Bible. But, often people reflect what their church says and not what the scripture does.
Right.
and then you have a lot of other people kind of come out against what is called solo scriptura, which is you reading the Bible for yourself, and that you need somebody there that's an expert at the Bible to help you interpret it. And then my pushback on that is it shouldn't be that complicated.
Yeah.
If it's so complicated, you need a lawyer to interpret it for you and represent your soul. I'm not, no thanks.
Yeah.
That just doesn't sit really right with me at all.
No,
and
either.
it's kind of insulting to people.
Yeah.
Which, is a part of the whole thing. These systems of order don't really have room for the individual. The individual is too dangerous. And then that's where we come to the liberal paradise, is the antithesis of that. And that's what makes America such a very interesting place, is we value freedom, we value individuality, but we're also a nation somehow.
Yeah.
And it worked for a while. People could unite under the banner of the American flag and say, I'm a Puerto Rican Christian that immigrated here and I'm an American. But now it's turning into like that famous scene in the Civil War, that guy with the rifle. He's like, well, what kind of American are you? That's where we're at right now.
Yeah, it really is.
We're not united under anything anymore. Like, yeah, you're an American, but what state are you from? Are you from LA?
Did you vote for Trump?
Did you vote for Harris?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's those conservative people that have those skills that are going to determine what the future is.
Yeah, I mean, they're smart and they have the resources and the power too. So I mean, yeah, like I said, the smart and evil people always win. But I mean, they might not all. I mean, I don't think that all conservative views are evil. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I don't agree with most of them. I'll say.
I think it's more nuanced than one side or the other side is evil. I think what it is.
Oh yeah, I think
it's extremism.
Side it is extremism. Don't get me wrong. I think both sides are equally as bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
But I think the liberal people are more dumb.
They're less skilled.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
they're very intelligent. It's complicated.
It is complicated because most of them did go to college and have degrees and stuff.
They're very intelligent, but they don't know what to do with the intelligence.
It's like,
but conservative people know how to apply themselves. Liberal people can't apply themselves.
Yeah.
Like Ian McGilchrist said in his book, The Master and Emissary, liberal people are great at having new ideas and starting companies, but they can't run them.
Yeah.
Conservative people run them and make them more efficient. And so when you take one from the other, nothing works.
Yeah.
So it's not that either of them are evil per se. Their end games are evil, but that's because both of them are terrified of each other.
Yeah.
When they really should kiss.
Kiss and make up.
They should kiss.
They should. I agree.
I don't, you could have
it is Valentines.
A liberal guy and a conservative woman, or a conservative guy and a liberal woman, but they can't stand each other, but they actually need each other.
Yeah.
They need each other. And I don't know, but somewhere along the line, people decided to only date within their tribe.
Yeah.
And so we've created these echo chambers over time to where we don't even know what the other people are like anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I've even like I've heard some of my friends even say that, oh, I'm not even going to talk to him or date him or sleep with him if he even voted for Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
But they'll go, hang out with some dude that listens to a song talking about bitches and hoes and shooting people out in the street.
Or that's the music they listen to.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's the music they listen to.
Yeah. So isn't that weird?
It is really
like they have a
weird.
more likely chance of a Trump supporter being nice to him, opening a car door for him, buying them dinner, rather than a liberal that they go out with that will probably want to split the bill and not be nice to him at all because she's equal and a powerful woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you get like these weasels that act like they're liberal, but then they are, really bad narcissist dudes.
Right.
And as long as they say all the right words, even if they don't act like it, even if it's blatant, even when like that woman I talked about at the festival was like, that guy doesn't care about you. She's like, that's exactly why I'm with him.
Yeah, I mean,
that fear of intimacy, that fear of love, of being hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard my friends say the same thing, is that they'd rather hurt them before they get hurt.
Yeah.
And that's why they ghost them, or they just sleep with them, and then I'm like, they leave before they wake up even. Like,
yeah.
Like, that was the thing the men supposedly did before, but now women are doing it even more.
It's a fucking mess, is it not?
It is a fucking mess. It's like a competition almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like who can have more notches on their belt.
Right. What do you think this whole farmer goth girl thing that went on for a little bit was all about?
Farmer goth girl?
Yeah, like goth girls going after conservative farmer men.
Oh! Wow, that's a really good question. I really don't know. I don't know the appeal.
Well, I think it's the dichotomy.
Sides. Yeah, I mean, like
it's kind of like the golden retriever farmer and the black cat goth girl.
Yeah, and like they always say, opposites attract.
Yeah, I saw a glimmer of that possibly happening on a larger scale, but it never took off. Which I think would help a lot of things, like if because goth girls are pretty liberal.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, when I had some friends up at school, and they were like guy friends, and they would they like grew up like in the middle of nowhere, like on a farm, and they'd be like, "Can you help me find a bad, like a sexy, hot, bad emo goth girl?" And I'm like, what's the appeal? And then they would say they look like they could beat the shit out of me, and that's why I want them.
What do you think that's about? I have a lot to say on that. I need to get my smokes.
Can you get me a cookie?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh.
I think what a lot of that is with those like baddie goth girls, the attraction to like a dominant woman. I think a lot of that stems from men seeing their mother not be strong enough to, I guess, hold their complexity. And they seek a masculine woman, like a dommy mommy.
Yes,
like,
that's what they would call them.
Do you know who Rhea Ripley is?
Oh yeah, she's that WWE chick, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So lots of people have like a massive crush on her, because I believe the whole attraction to that is the mothers for the past, I don't know, 30 years have not been I guess portraying the traits that these men want to see, because you had all these movies in the 80s of like women being these strong warrior type women, and like Conan the Barbarian, Valeria, and Red Sonja, and then in sci-fi, that is a big hotbed for strong warrior women, and then you had the Vikings show
Mhm.
come out. So I think it's like a deep, newer male fantasy, and that is the masculine form of equality and transgenderism in a way,
Yeah.
or the conservative form of it,
Yeah.
which is I want an effective farmer type woman that is emotionally strong because they probably saw how bitter their mothers got
Mhm.
about little slights or whatever.
Mhm.
And it caused a spiral breakdown of the family unit. So they probably want to seek women that are not emotionally available.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what it
That was
is.
a
I
very
agree.
long-winded motherfucking bunch of shit I just said, but
No, it's okay.
I basically think that is the entire reason people are attracted to dommy mommies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I whenever you went up to get your cigarettes and my cookies, there was nobody on, and I was like, I smiled, and then two people joined and I me out, and I didn't see that two people were joining. So I went like this. I was like, oh, and that's what the laughing faces are about.
That's funny as fuck. I'm gonna try this fucking
Holy shit, yeah, I was about to ask about that. That looks cool as fuck. How many are there in there? 50?
250.
250?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I got my fancy American Spirit tobacco, loose leaf tobacco. I had no idea they do this. I'm gonna save a fuckload of money.
Oh yeah.
Because I like these smokes. I hate fucking how much they are, but I'm also like, I don't want a shitty smoke if I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill myself here. I want something that tastes good at the very fucking least.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen quite a few people join and stay for a little bit.
Yeah, they come and go.
Yeah.
It is late. I know people are just probably like, what the fuck is he doing on here?
Yeah.
Where's he been, in fact? Because I haven't done stuff on here in a while.
Yeah.
I guess I've been correlating new ideas and new stuff to bring to all of you fine people, all of you 72 people now. Thank you that watch my fucking bullshit over the years. My wild musings on fucked up futures and what do we do about it all.
I lean too far back.
You know, what do we do about it all? What do we do about it all, everybody?
What do we do? What do we do? So how does this work?
What?
This cigarette machine?
Oh, there, let me show you.
Okay.
So I gotta carefully dock it in there.
Okay.
And then I lower. Well, I gotta take some out because I put too much in, I guess. Put it back in the bag. Waste not, want not.
Mm-hmm.
As people say.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to overpack it.
It looks like a stapler.
So the goal is I've got to get it down to where it bites on that, like that. I feel like an old man. This is what I used to do all the time when I was younger. I'd just roll cigarettes because it was a cheap one to get. So you see how that thing right there will grab onto it?
Yeah.
So I hold it down like that. Make sure the cigarette doesn't get fucked up. It's going to get fucked up. There we go. Got to line it back up. And bam, there's sort of a cigarette.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
All right, let's try it out now.
Yeah, I was about to say just roll it like a joint or something.
I'm going to get better at it, but I left a little bit at the end where it didn't quite.
Hey, we could
fucking hit.
in that.
No, we can't. That's illegal. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's illegal.
It's bad.
No, weed.
That's bad. That's Where's my lighter? There it is.
Oh.
All right. I don't know yet. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see how this is going to hit me.
Does it smell like a spirit?
Nope. But maybe if I... It's not terrible, but this tastes old.
Oh.
It tastes like it's a few years old.
Damn.
Usually when this...
Wait, let me see it. I can look for it.
There's not one. I looked at one. I tried to find one when I bought it.
Oh.
But hey, it's fine. I have it. I probably won't stop buying packs here and there, though. Unless I can find a fresh source. But yeah, when that tobacco is really fresh, it smells almost like raisins.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah. But this isn't bad.
That's good.
It's not bad.
Good.
It's something at least. Okay,
Yeah.
what the fuck were we talking about before I got derailed about cigarettes?
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
We were talking about Rhea Ripley, Goth Mommies.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And oh yeah, the two futures.
Mm-hmm.
The two futures.
Mm-hmm.
Is that? Do we want? Like, okay, let's do a thought experiment.
Okay.
Every woman is Rhea Ripley now, like her.
Okay.
What's that world like? A world dominated by goth mommies. What would a mother like that be? I know it's just a character she plays, but so many men are absolutely obsessed over that.
Oh yeah.
Is it more that they don't want her to be a mother to their children? They want her to be their personal mommy to where they don't have to grow up?
No, I honestly think it's just like I want her to dominate me sort of thing.
But why?
I've tried to ask my guy friends that have had this same obsession, and they have all just said there's just something about a woman that looks like they could beat the shit out of me that I really like.
Is it what is it though?
I don't know. I don't understand it. I truly don't.
Let me see if I can go deep within my mind and try to understand it. I'm going through the Rolodex here of memories and conversations I've had with people. I think it's from the conversations I've had with people, I think a lot of it has to do with mommy issues.
Yeah.
And at least the ones that I've talked to that I know of, like men that are attracted to Rhea Ripley's, is their mothers let a lot of bad things happen to them and invited like bad men into their lives, and their mothers didn't protect them because they weren't strong enough.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, this particular person that I have in mind that had this obsession with Rhea Ripley, he got bullied a lot as a kid and got rejected a lot for being fat. And whenever he got into college, he lost all that weight. And he would try to get a girlfriend, and I'd be like, you gotta go talk to her, and he'd be like, I'm scared. And then at the same time, he would tell me that he is obsessed with women like Rhea Ripley because they look like they could beat the shit out of him.
Or it would be a woman that would come and talk to him and take that responsibility off of him.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the attraction in the Rhea Ripley's is it's a man that doesn't have to take responsibility for being a man because she's the man.
Mm-hmm.
And they can relax.
Holy shit, yes, that makes so much sense. Oh my God.
And they can just like, she's got it. And then they're the baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or whatever, or a pet or whatever.
Yeah.
What is a man to a woman like that? Her little baby?
Yeah.
So is it mommy and son? I think that's what it is. It's mommy and son.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like how, you know, in the BDSM community, you have daddy daughter.
Yeah.
And that, you know, they have mother son too.
Right.
But I think that's becoming popular in the modern age.
Mm-hmm.
The whole mommy son Rhea Ripley sort of dynamic that men are seeking.
Yeah.
So everybody's got the mommy and daddy issues, and they're just coming out in interesting ways because everybody's fucked up instead of a portion of the population.
Yeah.
Or we've always been fucked up and we're just expressing it now. We have outlets for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it could be like, since it did happen in the childhood and now that they're adults, they can be more expressive and figure out what they do like and what they don't like. And I don't know. I guess in a way that their type in women is kind of a reflection of their childhood.
Yeah, I think it is. It's the opposite of what their mother was. Mm-hmm. And they seek that to heal a wound they have of, I think, an underprotective mother.
Yeah.
That, you know, maybe made the wrong decisions for herself and her kids. Mm-hmm. And they need to see that there are women out there that aren't like their mother that would actually protect them.
Yep.
I think that's that wound there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah. And vice versa with women with daddy issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, you know, maybe it's a little different for the women because it seems to be when they do get abused by their father, they seek that abuse out in other men. Now that I think about that.
Yeah.
So that's different.
That is different.
That's a different daddy issues are different. That's a little different, I guess.
Yeah, that is different.
Think about it.
Yeah, because I mean, some women
sort of form a type of Stockholm syndrome.
They do, like some women.
And men develop a rebelliousness. They don't seek that same thing out. They seek kind of maybe the opposite.
Well, I don't know, because I've known women of both, actually. Like
yeah, I guess it's too complicated and nuanced to just nail it down that simply. Everybody's very different of how they develop.
Yeah, like I have a couple friends in mind, and both of their fathers left at an early age, and one of them, you know, like sleeps around and looks for those toxic men, and the other one they did sleep around for a little bit, but just recently they got into a healthy, loving relationship, and I mean, she's in love and she's doing great. Because I mean, like, whenever me and her would like have deep conversations, she would be like, Emma, I just want to be in love. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of broke my heart in a way, because it's like, I hate that you went through that to think that you have to do this to get attention and care. Because I mean, like, that's not what she had to do in the end at all. You know what I mean?
No.
She just had to be her true self. And it worked.
And it worked. She broke the cycle.
She broke the cycle.
And got all out of it.
She did. I'm really proud of her.
So how do you think everybody moves forward here? We still haven't figured out the purple path.
I don't know.
How do people find love again on Valentine's Day? How do you get people? How do you solve the bitterness in men and women towards each other? How do you bridge the gap between the conservative end game and the liberal end game? What is a middle ground people can agree on? Or do you think things have to get so bad that they have to then start considering options like that? Do you think it's gotten bad enough for people yet?
I mean, I think it's getting there. And, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I mean, I do think that love is the only thing that can defeat everything.
I do too.
But it's difficult because people are stubborn and they don't want to come together and love to end all the hate. They want people to pick sides.
Well, maybe we need some boundaries that everybody can agree on. What are some boundaries you think would be bipartisan? I think one that we have is, don't hurt kids.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We kind of got confused on that a little bit with the transgendered stuff. There's a lot of people hurting kids for political reasons, for their tribe points. But I think that's, changed culturally significantly. And I think another boundary that we've all come to agree on was that Olympic boxing match where that transgender person beat up that woman, and she started crying. I think the world probably has to see things like that. They don't know what the limit is until they see it.
No, they don't.
Which is tragic because that means those things have to happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, and that's even the story of Jesus, is nobody understood what they did until they had done it. And then they're like, oh, we killed a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
And that's sad that we operate like that.
Truly.
Some poor woman has to get beat up in a ring, or all these kids have to be turned into eunuchs and maimed and ruined just for everybody to, they had to watch these kids grow up and then start killing themselves in droves until everybody's like, oh, maybe it's not the solution to cut your dick off. Maybe it's something else. Maybe maybe cutting away our problems doesn't fix us.
Yeah.
And that's what we're really doing to each other. We're cutting whole parts of the country away in some massive transgendered surgery to try and, fix our problems. Yeah. And that's what both sides are doing. They're trying to cut everything away.
Exactly.
Until there's fucking nobody left.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope so.
You have any closing thoughts?
Any closing thoughts? Any closing thoughts? Have safe sex. Choose love. Stay freaky.
Peace, love, and chicken grease. Y'all have a great night. Happy Valentine's Day.